There's something powerful about moving toward your dreams with quiet determination. While some find strength in sharing their journey, others discover an incredible power in keeping their path private until they've reached their destination. Today, I want to explore what I call the art of winning in silence. When was the last time you accomplished something meaningful by working quietly behind the scenes? How did it feel when you finally revealed what you've been building? There can be a special kind of magic in that private journey, a power that nurtures determination in unique ways. If you're feeling stuck between where you are and where you want to be, this perspective might offer exactly the shift you need. Working quietly allows you to preserve your creative and emotional resources for the actual work of transformation. Without constantly processing others' opinions or explaining your evolving vision, you maintain more energy for the journey itself. Think about it like this: a seed doesn't grow best when constantly dug up to check its progress. It needs protected time underground, drawing nutrients from the soil, before it emerges as a sprout. Similarly, some dreams benefit from that initial protected period, where they can take root without being exposed to the elements too soon. This isn't about hiding forever, it's about being intentional with your energy and strategic about when and how you invite the world into your process. Let's explore 5 principles that can help you master this approach. First, clarity before community. Before sharing your vision with the world, ensure you've achieved absolute clarity about what you want and why you want it. When your vision is firmly rooted in your own values, rather than external validation, it becomes bulletproof against outside opinion. Take time to sit with your goals in private. Ask yourself the difficult questions. Why does this matter to me? Would I still pursue this if no one ever knew about it? What does success look like on my terms alone? These questions reveal whether your ambition is authentically yours or partially driven by how it might be perceived. When you achieve this clarity, you develop an unshakable confidence that doesn't require constant external reinforcement. Your vision becomes a compass that guides you, regardless of whether others understand or approve of your direction. Second, build momentum before visibility. There is incredible power in building momentum before you invite witnesses to your journey. Like a train gradually accelerating, the early stages of any meaningful pursuit often involve more effort than visible progress. These critical foundation-building moments are when your commitment is tested most severely. By giving yourself privacy during this vulnerable beginning phase, you protect your nascent momentum from well-meaning but potentially derailing input. You allow yourself to work through the awkward, imperfect, early stages without feeling the pressure to perform or explain. Remember that momentum itself is a force of nature. Once you've built enough of it, external obstacles, including others' doubts or misunderstandings, become much less significant. That's when sharing can actually amplify, rather than interfere with your progress. Third, selective vulnerability. Working in silence doesn't mean complete isolation. Rather, it means being intentional about who you invite into your process and when. Consider creating an inner circle of trusted confidants who understand your vision and genuinely support your growth. These aren't people who simply cheer for anything you do, they're the ones who see your highest potential and hold you accountable to it with compassion. They're the ones whose input energizes rather than depletes you, whose questions clarify rather than confuse your direction. The size of this circle isn't what matters, its quality is. Sometimes, a single mentor or friend who truly understands your vision is more valuable than a large network of casual supporters. Fourth, results as your first announcement. There's something undeniably powerful about letting your results speak first. When you've already created tangible progress, you share from a position of embodiment rather than aspiration. This changes everything about how your message is received and how sharing affects your own momentum. Consider holding your announcements until you've created something tangible, not necessarily the final product, but a meaningful milestone that represents real commitment. Let the evidence of your dedication do the talking, before your words do. This approach shifts the conversation from, "Here's what I'm going to do," to, "Here's what I've been building." The first invites opinion, the second commands respect. The first creates expectation, the second inspires possibility. There's something. Fifth, internal validation above external approval. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of winning in silence is how it trains you to value your own assessment above external metrics. When you work privately, you develop an intimate relationship with your own standards of excellence. You learn to celebrate progress that others might not even recognize as significant. This internal validation system becomes your superpower. While others might ride the emotional roller coaster of external feedback, you remain centered in your own evaluation of what matters and how far you've come. Over time, this creates an unshakable self-trust that serves you in every area of life. You become less reactive to criticism and less dependent on praise, not because you don't value others' perspectives, but because you've developed the discernment to know which feedback serves your growth and which doesn't. There's a special kind of courage in pursuing your vision without constant external reinforcement. It requires deep trust in your own direction and abilities. It means being willing to work in the dark, guided only by your own inner light, until your creation is ready to emerge. This quiet confidence doesn't shout for attention because it doesn't need to. It whispers with the assurance that what you're building matters, whether anyone else recognizes it yet or not. It's the calm certainty that keeps you showing up day after day when there's no audience to witness your dedication. When you do finally share what you've been building, there's an authenticity that simply can't be faked. You're not revealing an intention or a hope, you're revealing a reality that already exists. This fundamentally changes how your work is received. I've witnessed this countless times. The friend who quietly wrote a book without telling anyone until it was finished. The colleague who transformed their health without posting a single workout selfie. The neighbor who built a thriving business before most people even knew what they were working on. In each case, when they finally shared their accomplishment, it wasn't met with the skepticism that often greets announcements of intention. Instead, it was received with genuine amazement and respect. Their results spoke with an eloquence that no announcement could have achieved. As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this thought. There's no single right way to pursue your dreams. The art of winning in silence isn't about hiding, it's about being intentional with your energy and strategic about when and how you invite the world into your process. Whatever approach resonates with you, remember that the most important audience for your dreams is you. When you honor your unique process and protect your vision until it's strong enough to stand on its own, you create the conditions for authentic success, success that reflects not just what you've achieved, but who you've become along the way. If something you're working on matters deeply to you, consider giving it the gift of protected space to develop. There will always be time for sharing later, when your results can speak louder than any announcement ever could. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you experienced the power of winning in silence in your own life? Or do you find that sharing your journey helps keep you accountable? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, sometimes the quietest journeys lead to the most profound transformations. Subscribe for more insights on personal development that actually make a difference in your life.